Hi everybody, this is Belinda from Belinda's Book Nook, and I am here to do a Friday Reads and probably sweat for the next 15 minutes or 20, because let's face it, I never make short videos anymore. Oh my god, I had the air conditioned on, and then I was like, I'm going to turn it off when it's time to start filming. And so I went over, I'm like standing in front of it, I'm like, oh, I don't want to turn you off. It is so hot. I feel like I'm just melting when I go outside, and I have to take Ella out to go pee, and I'm like, really? Do you have to go? You sure you have to go? And I'm just like, this is crazy. Supposed to be like this through the weekend, supposed to get even hotter. I just can't even fathom that. But the soupiness, like my hair is like, look, it's just, I had to put it back because it was like, you just can't look beautiful in this weather. You just can't. You kind of like just grin and bear it. And that is that. But happy Friday. Happy Friday. I'm so happy it's Friday. Fridays make me happy. Oh, and you know what also makes me happy is these new glass straws that I have look at the little flower on it. Isn't it so cute? Yeah. Great purchase. I think I got a set of 5. So it's got 5 different little flowers on it. And and they just make you feel like special for a minute. Like, it's really good to do those things. I'm learning that. I learned that through the pandemic as well. Like, I bought a bunch of like little mini hand, you can kind of do your own manicure and moisturizing gloves, and you put them on for like 10 minutes. And I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. So these little things make me really happy. Almost as good as my smoothie. All right. Oh, and I didn't put anything on the table. No coaster. Oh no. And it's so hot. What do I have that I can stick under here? Anything. Bad girl. I don't know if I have anything. I don't want to rush off. Okay, and I'm not stopping this video. We're going to continue on. So what am I reading? What am I reading while I'm melting? Okay, well, so I kind of threw everything out the window. I have a ton on here still in my lovely cart that I'm supposed to read, and we know now we are halfway. Oh, we're more than halfway through the year. And I think I might do. I keep seeing everybody doing their mid-year freak out video. I kind of want to do one, but the perfectionist side of me is like, and oh, it's just going to be sad to talk about what I didn't do, because there's a lot I didn't do. But you know what? I think, once again, I always have to keep reminding myself, it's like not about that. It's about the reading. Whatever you read, whenever you read, how much you read, doesn't matter. It's just that you connect with books, right? So yeah, that's how I'm going to look at it. So that said, I kind of threw out like what I just kind of like had thought I might want to read for the summer, and went for the Summerfield books and stuff. So I started already doing that. And this one is a brand new book, and it's called One Italian Summer by Rebecca Serle. I don't know. Serle? I don't know. So that is, this is really, was a good book. I finished this one. I did finish this one this month. And this is, she's written, I guess, a bunch of other books, which, not that they didn't, I don't know. They didn't really sound like something interesting to me, but this one was set in Italy, and I have a little sweet spot for Italy. My mom lived there for a while, and she really liked it. And so I like books that are set there. The only problem is, while I was reading this, I was so hungry, and like, I don't really need anything else to make me more hungry. And like, they were having great glasses of wine with, she would describe like what the characters were eating. But the story follows, what is her name? Her name is Katie, and I'm not going to tell you anything beyond what's in here because I won't spoil it. But her mother dies at the beginning of the book, and Katie was really close with her mom, and look at the hideous nails. I need to go to the nail salon. Sorry, and I digress. Once again, I'm always so distracted, and I don't have time to do it because I'm going to be melting by the end of this video. But Katie's really close to her mom, and she, had always looked up to her mom and had a certain, put her mom on a certain pedestal and viewed her mother a certain way. And her mom had, when she was younger, went to this certain town in Italy and spent the summer and really enjoyed it. And so she always wanted to go with her daughter. And unfortunately, she passed away before she could do that. And so, sorry. And so she decides that she's going to take this trip anyways, even though her mom's gone. And the story is about that experience going there and learning more about her mom through this trip. I really like that. And the other thing is that Italy is a place I've wanted to go also as well. For the same reasons, or similar reasons, because my mom had lived there and really loved it. Really had a great experience there. And so I've always said I'm going to go someday. And there were things in here that reminded me about my thoughts about my mom, because my mom is no longer with us as well. And so it was kind of a really nice read. And there's a little bit of sexiness up in there, and a whole lot of food. And so if you're on a diet, maybe not. But if you're not worried about, hearing big delicious things and like going, oh, I wish I could have that, then it's a fun summer book. So I did enjoy it. I'm glad I read it. I definitely enjoyed it. The other one, I like the that I'm saying here. I think I had mentioned to you, like I had read, I think it was Dark Matter was the first one by Blake Crouch. And my son and I read it and we loved it. And so he recently read his newest book called Recursion, and that's this one. And he kept saying, Mom, you've got to read it. You've got to read it. And I was like, I'm going to read it in July. And I was saying that like with a bunch of things I had in my plate. And I'm like, I don't know, I'm really going to get to it. But I got it because I told him I'm going to read it. I really didn't like the first book. I really liked the first book. So I knew that, this guy's capable of keeping my interest. And so I picked it up, and I'm probably about 70% through it now. It's a wild ride as well. Like the other one, Dark Matter, was really good, and it definitely was like, ooh, this one is like mind tripping, like mind bending stuff. And I don't even know, can I describe it? Yeah, let me just read the back, because you don't want to spoil the book either. So it says, at first, it looks like a disease. And now, okay, when we read that, and then we're in a pandemic, sometimes it's not good and fun to read these things. But I will assure you, after how far I am, it is not a pandemic type thing. It's not making you feel like sad because you're in a pandemic. So do not let that deter you. Because I have a hard time right now reading books that are anything that, that's, talking about pandemic or kind of a future like extinction. I'm like, no, don't want to read that right now. Too close to home. So at first it looks like a disease, an epidemic that spreads through no known means, driving its victims mad with memories of a life they never lived. But the forces that sweep the world is no pathogen. It's just the first shockwave unleashed by a stunning discovery. And what's in jeopardy is not our minds, but the very fabric of time itself. I like things also that play with time. I like time travel. I like anything, quantum physics, anything that just trippy, right? Trippy. I love that kind of stuff. So that's okay. So it says, in New York City, Detective Barry Sutton is closing in on the truth, and in a remote laboratory, neuroscientist Helena Smith is unaware that she alone holds the key to this mystery and the tools for fighting back. Together, Barry and Helena will have to confront their enemies before they and the world are trapped in a loop of ever-growing chaos. From the best-selling author of Wayward Pines trilogy, comes this book. Whoa, blah, blah, blah. It's really good. Oh my God, I shouldn't drink this through the whole video. That would be rude. It tastes so good. So, I am enjoying it. I should finish it probably the end of today or tomorrow. Probably the end of today. Depends on if I get tired. That's the only thing. When it's hot, you get sleepy. The next thing I'm reading this weekend is Anne of West Philly, and it's by Ivy Noel Weir, and it's illustrated by Maisha Haynes, and this is what it looks like. It's a graphic novel. I loved Anna Green Gables as a kid. I really love the book. I love the story. I just, something about it. And then I watched the Netflix Anne with an E and loved it. I thought it was really great. The casting was perfect. And I really enjoyed that. So when I found out there's this one, the first reaction I went, Anne of West Philly. I'm like, First of all, I all of a sudden heard Fresh Prince of Bel-Air music, right? I was like, Anne of West Philly, born and raised or something, right? So that's the first thing. And I was like, I don't know. Is it going to be? But I did start it last night, and it's fun. It's staying kind of close to the story so far. But the only thing is, it's set in West Philly. She's a foster child, and this family is, fostering her. But their names are the same. You still have Marilla and what's his name again? Oh my goodness, I can't think of the guy's name. Matthew, right? Yeah. And the images are just so great. What's great? This illustrator, Maisha Haynes. Let me see if I can picture them. Is it back here? I might have it back here of them. Oh no. I think when you, no, here they are. Okay, so here's the author right here. And then here is the illustrator, right? Yep. Yes. Of it. And they are really great. Like, the pictures are so much fun. Like, this is summer, right? It's going to be a little fun adventure to go through with Anne's and her shenanigans. I look forward to this. This is going to be fun for the weekend. So, I have that. And then I have kind of taken over my husband's iPad. My son goes, "Why is this not yours? Might as well be yours, Mom." I know, I'm not stealing it, but I am using it. So then another book came in on my Kindle, and it's called On Rotation by Shirlene Obuobi. And it sounds like a fun one for summer too. Now, I had put it on hold, not thinking I was going to get it anytime soon, and of course it pops up. So if I finish Recursion this weekend, I'll start pulling this one in. I was thinking of doing it next month. I thought it was going to come next month because it would be good to do with my summer stuff. But I will start to read that one if I finish Recursion this weekend. And even if I don't finish Anne, because Anne is great for nighttime. Sometimes when I really can't really read like too much text because I'm really tired, I can get through this a lot faster with the pictures and fewer words. So this is what the cover looks like. It's a really, really nice cover. And and I'm going to, there's cover. It's a really nice. So I am going to, and I think I might have gotten it. No, I think I did get it through Hoopla. Not Hoopla, from Libby. So I might read this one. And this one, let me tell you what this one is about. This sounds like a fun, oh my God, it's starting to get so hot in here. Watch me melt and sweat. For fans of Grey's Anatomy and 7 Days in June, this dazzling debut novel by Shirlene Obuobi, I love that, I hope I'm saying it right, explores the time in your life when you must decide what you want, how to get it, and who you are, all while navigating love, friendship, and the realization that the path you're traveling is going to be a bumpy ride. Ghanaian American Angela Appiah has checked off all the boxes for the perfect immigrant daughter. 1. Enroll in an elite medical school. 2. Snag a suitable lawyer, doctor, engineer boyfriend. And 3. Surround yourself with a gaggle of successful and or loyal friends. But then it quickly all falls apart, and her boyfriend dumps her, and she bombs the most important exam of her medical career. And her best friend pulls away. And her parents, whose approval seem to hinge on how closely she follows the path they chose, are a lot less proud of their daughter. It's a quarter life crisis of epic proportions. And then it goes on and on. But yeah, fun, right? Fun, a little romance, a little cuteness. I thought it would be really fun for a summer one. So I have that one. And then I don't think, the other thing I had got, which I don't know if I put in here. Let me see. Yeah. I got this other book off of Hoopla, and I don't know if y'all, do you guys consider like cookbooks like a book read? I mean, when they're like memoir like, I think so, right? I don't know if I'm gonna count this or not, but this one, it does have some information as well, so it's not just like recipes. So this one is Caribbean Vegan by Tamer Mason. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. I sometimes really like to go on Hoopla and find cookbooks, and then if I really like it and I think I do a lot of recipes in it and I really want it, I'll buy it. You know, I'll buy one, a book copy, because cookbooks, let's face it, are very expensive, and then you only end up making like 3 recipes out of it, and then it just takes up space, right? So if I like this one and it turns out good, I'll buy it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, that's so good. Okay, so this one, it says it's meat free, egg free, it's authentic island cuisine for every occasion, and it's dairy free, which is most important to me because I am lactose intolerant. Um, and so I just think it would be kind of fun to see what they include there. Sometimes when you see a title, you're like, I don't know what's going to have in there. But I feel like what I would like to get out of it is some Caribbean flavors, um, that are vegan, you know, recipes that aren't having any meat, that aren't having any dairy that's going to aggravate me. The egg free, not so big a deal, but so I'm looking forward to it, and I think it does have a little bit of drinks in there too that you can make too. So I'm going to be checking that out this weekend and see if there's anything that I want to make, and I'll let you know if I find any good ones in there because, like I said, I think this originally was published in 2010, and I think that the version that I have on my Kindle is the 2016. So I don't know if she's added more or if it just was a reprint of it, but I have that. So that's what I'm going to read. And then I was going to show you a couple of things before I go because I can't possibly take like 10 minutes to talk to you guys. I have to take forever. I have I got, when I went to the library and I found the Anne of West Philly, I found this book. And I'm definitely going to peek into this one this week because I'm hoping of next week to actually have a picnic. And so it's A Year of Picnics. Has anybody read this? It's called A Year of Picnics, Recipes for Dining Well in the Great Outdoors by Ashley English. And it's really nicely laid out. So she has like spring and summer, fall and winter, right? And she basically has like, let's see if I can get, like, she shows you, oh gosh, this looks so good. This mushroom beef stew, this must be fall. But she has different kinds of things and different recipes and foods that you'd eat, and very inspirational. I've even suggestions on gear that you might want to pick up or not. Oh, these look really good too. So I was thinking of doing a picnic with my boys and my husband next week. And so I'm going to try to get some recipes out of here to some ideas. Because you know what? We always, when we do things like that, we just kind of grab what we normally eat or, you know, bag of popcorn and this and that. I think it'd be really fun to make it cute and fun and interesting and tasty. So if you've read it, let me know. Or if you know other ones, because I like the idea of having a bunch of recipes that I could use for picnics. That would be fun. So there's that. And this I found when I was in the library. I've been going with my son because I'm trying to get him to do his summer packet stuff. So we will go for a couple hours, a couple days a week. And I was walking around and I just saw this on the shelf. So it was really a nice surprise. Mm-hmm. 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 So good, so good. Last thing I want to share with you is a fun purchase I got at Target. And y'all know, first of all, Fridays are always long. So if you want short videos, Fridays are not going to be the ones you want to watch. But I'm not discouraging it, just saying. I have a tendency, I had an old jewelry box. And it was kind of like, I'd say old-fashioned looking. And it was kind of clunky. And I think I still have it in one of my other cabinets. But I never use it. And then I have a bunch of like catch-all places to put jewelry, and I wanted to get something that's nicer. And I was looking for stuff for college for my son, and I bumped into this at Target, and I loved it, and it was such a reasonable price that I was like, yeah, this is good. Now, you can buy it like this, right? It's all bamboo, and which is really nice. Or you can buy them, like, see, they're like come in like shelves, right? I'm thinking I could put this shelf like in one of my drawers, you know, or I could leave this whole thing out. Oh, it smells so good. Or I could leave the whole thing out and it looks nice. It's really streamlined, nice and modern and everything. So let me show you. So on the first one, I kept this, I could tell you. It's called Bright Room Stackable Bamboo Accessory Organizer. Mix and match stack to create custom storage for jewelry and accessories. And let's see. So right in this one, and I liked it too because it had little pictures that get you ideas of what you could do. So for example, in this one, I could do like bracelets, and I could do earrings or rings, because you know, like when you leave your jewelry and they get brown, like it's no matter what, like your silver, I'm always constantly like having to shine things up. When they're touching each other, also I think that causes that. So having separate compartments is nice, and this will make sure that I use it. Like I have really nice stuff. I barely grab everything because they are just kind of tucked away. So I like that. So that's one tier, and you don't have to buy them all. I'm just greedy, and I just bought the whole case. So then on this one, let me see what they have on this one. On this one, you could do hoops. You could do bangles. Over here, you could also do your rings, because, you know, you could tuck, like, say, take a sample, like, oh my gosh, I'm so swollen. I don't know if I could get this ring off. Hold on. So you could take your ring and put your ring in there like that. Like, see? And it's so cute. And it's, like, really pretty, little velvety. Yeah. Okay, so that's two. Right? And then on this one is really long, and you could do necklaces. You could do, you know, like if you had like really long, big necklaces, you could do there. You could still do bracelets here. You could still put, you know, jewelry like that. I like them organized in the little spots. But I just love the idea of having the variety and the option, what they are. So I am going to probably this weekend go through my jewelry and like part with ways with things I'm not keeping, and then put whatever else I want in here. So if you guys are looking for it, again, it's called Bright Room. I had it on sale. So you could always wait for it to go on sale if you want to get the whole thing, or you could just buy one tray at a time, whatever you need, you know, depending on how much jewelry you have and how much you want to store. So, yep. That was my crazy shopping. And I've been using it here, right? Just throw my books on top of it when I bend over for my videos. Anyway, that's all. What are you reading this weekend? I'm looking forward to next week so that we can get out of this heat wave. It's not going to break until hopefully, I think, Monday. And when I kid you not, it's like I don't want to cook. I'm trying to do lots of leftovers, and you know, it'd be easier for my husband and I. We could definitely do cool dinners, but my kids, it's like kind of harder to try to find things that we all like that can be, you know, made without creating more heat in the house. Aside from ordering, we've done that a couple times already, so I don't want to keep doing that. But anyways, tell me what you're reading. Tell me if you do picnics. Tell me a recipe or something that you like to take on picnics, because I love ideas. I'm trying to collect them, like I said. And then let me know if you've read any of the books that I talked about. So I have this one, and then I have Recursion, really good. And then we have our Anne, our Green Gables, and I'll let you know if I try to make a recipe out of that. I probably won't this weekend. Like I said, I'm not trying to cook, but I will definitely let you know if I come across some recipes out of there, because I definitely think that would be kind of fun. Anyway, I'm babbling. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you next week.